We're back and we're live.
What's going on?
But I
It's
mean,
another
I,
Sunday.
I'm excited. It's another Sunday. It's been a couple weeks since we've been on. I'm just excited. You know why I'm excited? Because weather has been phenomenal here in Germany.
Yeah, well, I saw you've got I was not that I'm social media what's it called? Social media stalking you. But I saw you went on a couple rides. You went on a mountain bike an e-mountain bike ride at all
But yeah,
things.
we're gonna talk about that for the audience. Germany is coming out of the winter slumber. It was a rough one, but I will say that we have been blessed with some phenomenal weather. I'm talking 7 days a week. But I did get out to ride, and we'll discuss that some more. Did you get out and ride?
Yeah, I went rode the other day. Of course, it's hard during the week, just because of the work hours. This weather is, unfortunately, we haven't had the same nice weather as you had in Germany, right? It's like we went for one day, it was like mid 60s, and then it was right back down to the 30s. This is crazy. And I was out of town this week for work, and so I only spent I've only been here a few days, but yeah, yesterday was okay. But I was gonna go for a ride today, but it rained last night. I was gonna go for a mountain bike ride, and then but I think the trails were all like under every because they're doing all the trail maintenance work now. So I don't think none of the mountain biking trails are even open. They were partly open, so I'm like, this ruined my day. So I did go work on my brakes for a little bit. So
Hey, well, at least you got something accomplished. That's
yeah.
good. That's good. Look, I could do the whole
Thank you,
yeah.
thank you, thank
I
you,
like I
thank
said, I
you.
don't know if it's getting recorded or not, but I gave him a hand clap, everybody, in case that didn't come through. No, but I do have a confession to make. It when I told you I was going to commute on my bike, I didn't,
That's so funny. I'm like, "Oh, man, where is he going with this?"
because even though the weather is perfect,
Yeah.
it's still a tad bit chilly that early in the morning, and temperatures are like right around freezing. And I'm like, you know what?
Oh,
But it won't.
Andre,
I know. And I thought to myself, man, I'm like, man, Melvin's going to be so disappointed in me.
I think
But I'm
we're
gonna try
now we
again tomorrow.
are we gonna have to pull your German card? Because
Yeah.
The Germans would be disappointed.
Oh.
The German in you is disappointing right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's so funny.
For sure. But I'm gonna try again tomorrow. Like I said, my uniform and stuff is still pre-positioned. So,
Yeah, yeah,
I could ride in cycling gear and get
yeah,
over there.
yeah.
I just have to figure out the way I want to go. It's a pain in the butt to cross this little highway. I'm thinking I have to go different way, which it'll make my ride a little bit shorter. So, but again, I guess the purpose of it just to commute, right? And the gate traffic is horrendous, man. Like this installation is like too small for the amount of people or amount of cars that need to get onto the installation, man. It's just
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, do they have a pedestrian only entrance? Okay. So you can go that way though if you're on a
Yeah,
bike
yeah,
though.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so
Yeah.
that would be beneficial.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I haven't been at work much, actually, now that I think about it.
You should just let in with that. Hey, I haven't been at work that much. There's the reason why I didn't ride in. It's like, oh, and I'm like, okay, but no, you came in with like, oh, it was a little cold, and so now I got to give you a hard time. But
No, I went TDY to London for International Helicopter Conference. It was pretty interesting. Um, we could talk more about that offline at a different time. And then, yeah, I'm still in the process of getting my tooth fixed. So I had to go to launch stool for a day, and then they gave me
yeah,
quarters. You know, 31 years of service, I ain't never been on quarters. It was the first
quarters,
time. Yeah.
really?
Actually, I take that back. I had been on quarters one time for teeth. When I was a private, I got all four wisdom teeth pulled and they gave me, 4 days of quarters and I was in a hurt locker. But today they're like, oh yeah, we're giving you 3 days convalescent leave. I'm like, for real? Shoot.
I don't even know what that's like.
I know. Also, a fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, I have never taken a 4 day pass.
What?
Like
Shut.
actually not a 4 day weekend, but like a separate, just I'm taking a non-holiday Monday and Tuesday off.
No.
Like I'm not talking about Memorial Day weekends and all that.
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah, yeah,
about
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
because I see folks do it all the time. Like, I'm gonna put in for a 4 day pass. I'm like, well, what'd you do to earn it?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought you were talking about like you submitted a leave form and you took off like Monday, Tuesday, like
yeah,
Friday or not Friday, but yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But you submitted a leave form for for those days. You're talking like an actual like a 3 or 4 day pass. I didn't know that was
Correct.
a real. I didn't know that was a real thing.
Oh, it is. It is. The funny thing is, man, I could pull out my Love Me book,
Yeah, yeah,
right? And I still have a 3-day and a 4-day pass that's in there signed by, the company commander for, like, my PT test scores and stuff like that. I never
yeah,
I never cashed them in. But, yeah, I see
yeah.
folks out, I'm just like every time I see a 4-day pass from somebody, I'm like, "Man, I remember back in the day, you had to, like, do something to earn it."
Hold on. Like, what are they? Like, are they like? Are these like officers?
No, NCOs.
Like senior NCOs?
And warrant officers, some they'll try to do anything.
I'm like, dude,
Us warrant officers, man, we'll try to get away with murder.
I'm like, you get 30 days of leave. I'm just like, what do you
I
do?
know. I
And then
know.
and then they get to the end of the fiscal year and then I'm like, hey, I got all this use or lose I gotta take. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I will tell you this though, I got another, U5 that I work with, right? And, like, since I'm the senior warrant, right, I handle all the admin stuff as well and everything, and so every time they submit leave through the glorious IPSA, right, it comes to me. This joker submitted 1 day of leave every Friday from now until September. So, just for 1 day. So,
Yeah,
22 leave forms for 1 day.
yeah.
And I was like, "What in tarnation are you doing?" But then I think about it, I'm like, "It's actually genius. Those are all his use or lose days." And he's like, "Hey, as opposed to me burning them all at once, I burn them 1 day a week where I don't have any meetings, I have nothing going on, I'm not at the office for any long periods of time, and I'm burning my use or lose." Or yeah, use or lose. I was like,
I mean, it's not a bad idea, but it's the
"No,
same thing. I'm like,
no." I was
you
like,
know,
"Well, maybe I should take every Monday off because I have lose or use."
yeah. I don't know if that really works though. It's like I mean, I've never been in an office where I could take off every Monday or every Friday, right? Where I only had a 4 day work week, and it's like, and then
Well,
something always comes in.
that's because 'cause you're the big boss, man.
No, dude, I'm
Man, we're just workers, man. You're the big boss. Your boss can't be gone, man. Boss can't take leave. Sorry. You gotta work 24/7. That's why you work there on Christmas.
yeah, I'm not even going to show you what's sitting next to the laptop right there.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? Uh, but
The
hey,
rest
folks,
of my stuff is all over here.
this is a cycling podcast, by the way.
That's
But
right.
hey,
That's right.
it intertwines with our day to day lives of being active duty soldiers still. But anywho, here nor there. Yeah. So where do I even begin, man? Like two different types of rides, right? Actually, I'm gonna characterize it in three rides. So I upgraded my bike, the gravel
Yeah.
bike, put all the active stuff on, right, and took it
Yeah.
for a shakeout ride. But basically, it was just roads, right, and no elevation gain, no gravel, no big descents. And I'm like, okay, I gotta do some fine tune adjustment with the Axis app. Anyway, didn't think anything of it. Quick short ride. I think a day later or 2 days later, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it on a proper gravel ride. Well, proper gravel, man. Big descent coming down, a little rough, jarring, and my hood completely shifts inwards.
Oh,
Like,
because you didn't tighten it out. You didn't tighten it down tight enough.
yes. So, lesson for all you out there. Anytime you upgrade anything on your bike, ensure you properly torque down said bolts of the stuff. Yeah.
So your
So
whole shifter went it like this went
it just moved, it just slid in, right?
slid.
As I'm going down, I'm like, oh. So I'm just like, oh man,
Was it your right one or your left one?
it was my left one.
Ah, that's okay. At least you still. I mean, that's at least you stood your rear brake, right?
Yeah. But still,
Yeah,
man, it was nerve wracking because I'm holding on for dear life, right? As I'm
yeah,
going down. It was pretty gnarly.
yeah,
I'm holding on
yeah.
for dear life, and meanwhile, my thing's going in. I'm like, yeah. So, folks, always check your bike.
So yeah, that's why we need to go riding more often. Right, you
Yeah,
just come on over. Come
yeah,
on.
no, right.
Dude, I,
But the,
I, I'm not scared to go out there on my I'll do stuff more. I'll do more gnarly stuff on my gravel than I will on my mountain bike.
but I'm happy because I found it was a pretty good trails, 14, 15 miles,
Okay, nice.
but
Not
about,
far from
about
the house.
yeah, about 1,100 elevation gain or something like that.
Okay.
But it's like
Ooh.
right at the house, man. So I
Yeah.
go out and I would say it's about 60% gravel,
Okay.
40% hard tarmac,
Okay.
and it's just
Okay.
one loop and come back.
Really?
And I stole it from somebody else, right? Someone else in the
Yeah.
neighborhood went riding. And
Yeah.
I'm like, let me try it out. So I downloaded the Strava map and
Mm,
followed it. So, okay, so not just the hoods. All right. So went to Axis, right?
mhm.
What should you probably do when you ride with electronic shifting.
Oh, don't tell me you didn't charge your stuff.
I'm gonna tell you, but yeah. And what wait, so it did not die on me, right?
I was gonna say, hopefully it died on an uphill
No.
because you'll never forget.
No. So, it didn't die on me, but when I was, doing the fine tuning on the Access app, right, when you
Yeah,
connect your bike to it and you see all the stuff, right? And so when I connected and I looked, all of a sudden it was, like, flashing red and said, "Do not ride, charge battery." And I'm like, "I'm still about 10 miles away from home, dagnabbit."
that's
So
funny.
so there you go. You're look, man, we're only 5 minutes in this podcast, 12 minutes in this podcast, and you got
Yeah,
2 tips. 1, ensure all your bolts are tightened. 2, make sure all your electronics are charged prior to you leaving.
yeah,
But do you think I learned my lesson in any of that? No. My lesson in it went to go out in the mountain bike.
yeah,
I'm like, "I'm gonna try this e-bike." So, truth be told, it's my wife's e-bike. I'm like, "It should fit me." And it actually does. It's actually not that bad, right? It's not too small. A little I could use a little more room, but perfectly fine. I'm like, "You know what? I'm gonna try this." Um, yeah, game changing. I mean, it's absolutely changes the whole idea of mountain biking. It was awesome. But to get to my follies first, 1, I didn't check tire pressure at all.
mm,
I just
yeah,
put it back in the truck and went. So my
yeah,
back tire was a little low, right? And as I'm riding, I realized one of the chiclets went down away from the battery. And I'm like, I didn't charge this thing before I left. In fact, I don't think I've charged it since we bought it. So now now I'm in the woods and I'm lost, right? And I'm like, I hope I have enough battery to get back to my car, which I did. I never went back down half a battery. But there
yeah,
you go. Make sure everything is charged, tire pressures are set. A matter of fact, I think I'm gonna get me a little whiteboard, dry erase
yeah,
board,
yeah,
right? And put it in my workshop so when I come in, I can write down the stuff that I'm supposed to do before I go on the next ride.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm following a whole lot there.
That's too funny. So how much does that thing weigh? It's probably pretty heavy, isn't it?
Well, hell yeah, yeah, man. You gotta be careful not to throw your back out putting it over the tailgate.
Yeah,
It's about 45
yeah.
easy.
I mean, because a regular mountain bike itself, a normal mountain bike is what, 25 pounds maybe,
Like
right?
30 out
30.
of
Yeah,
there.
I mean, they're not light,
Yeah.
right? And so I imagine with all the extra batteries, the motor, and all that stuff, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
probably
yeah, they're put it to it, they come with 203 millimeter discs, right? Because they know you need that much stopping power,
yeah,
and they're 4-piston brake
yeah.
Shimano brakes on there.
Okay,
But to even just to go f to talk, a little more about the e-bikes, last time we talked about the e-bikes in the States, they're not so prevalent here. They're wildly popular. Like I said, you'll see more e-bikes than you will see regular, as I call them, acoustic bikes, right?
yeah,
But by far. And, I also researched a little bit what we talked about of how they lease these bikes through their employers.
hmm,
So it's pretty nifty, but, essentially, they lease they lease them through their employer from the bike shop. That kinda makes sense. But anyway, the employer takes the monthly payment
yeah.
off before taxes,
Gotcha.
right? And so
Yeah,
somehow that fuzzy math, it kinda works out. My only question is, like, I still haven't figured this part out. These bikes are leased, so meaning if it's a leased bike, they have to give them back, I'm assuming? And then I'm like, "Where are those? Because I could buy one of those on the cheap."
yeah, yeah. So I imagine if you ride it every day, that's I don't know what I mean. I imagine it probably wears the batteries out. I mean, I don't know what the
Yeah.
shelf life is on the battery, but you could probably. I mean, are those batteries inside the frame? Like you can't pull
So
them out, can you?
yes, like, the typical bike, the Treks, the Specialized, the big name brand ones, right? We're not talking about the cheap Chinese knockoff ones or whatever, but yes, you could some of them are easily removable. Like,
Mhm.
the one I have is you just has a key, right?
Yeah,
You unlock it, and you just bam, it comes out easily, and the other ones, you have to drop the bottom and then slide it out. The batteries are replaceable,
gotcha.
and yeah, I don't know the shelf life on them either.
Yeah,
But where is it going? Yeah, oh, so even with the bike leasing, it doesn't matter what type of bike you get. They don't
yeah,
care. They don't care. So, like, I guess in theory, you could buy a downhill bike and call it for commuting purposes, right?
yeah, yeah. I think we'll weigh like 60 pounds. They're already heavy. Whew.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
insane. But
You missed your chance to to take a Brompton out and, back in its home country when you were in London.
Bruh, I saw so many Bromptons. First off, thank you, London, for labeling your streets to tell you to look left and look right, because I
It's
can't
so
tell you the
funny.
amount of times I almost got ran over by looking the wrong way
By a bike.
by a
Yeah.
bike.
Oh, that's
Sure.
so funny. Yeah.
Yep. Wow, like, I'm so glad they put this on the ground. But yeah, no, I
Yeah.
saw a lot of Bromptons. A lot of people on bikes, actually, would be in the heart of London, and, just to I was like, "Man, that's pretty gutsy riding that traffic with these
Yeah.
bikes." But yeah,
I'm
Brompton was
sure
by
they're used
far
to.
the most popular.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, next time you're around, I'll pull out the Pink Panther as I refer to it.
Oh, yeah,
And
let's do a showcase on the Pink Panther.
yeah, yeah, the Pink Panther. Because it's a hot pink. So
That's so funny.
not because that's what I wanted, but because that's what was the cheapest one I could find.
There you go. There you go. Hey, you utilizing it as a tool. But then with the e-bike, man, as far as it's changing, man, it's like so awesome to be able to explore everywhere
Yeah,
and not really worry about I'm gonna be completely gassed to where I can't get back home or I don't want to get back home, right?
yeah,
So I just explored, man. I found single track. I was like, wow, I didn't realize I had that much single track pretty much in my backyard
yeah,
because I could see a little path. I'm like, ooh, let me try this, right? And
yeah,
that's why I said I got lost, but didn't care. I was like, don't care. I'm not getting tired. And I
yeah.
will
Well,
say
it's a
it's not completely cheating either, right? I obviously you could select how much assistance you get,
yeah.
but I did for the most part of the ride maintain my zone 2, zone 3 zones,
Yeah.
right? So
Well,
I'm like,
it's not because the one that you guys have, and I don't, it's not full. Like it doesn't have the little throttle on there, right? It's pedal assist, so it's just helping you out. I mean, you can't just like
correct.
pick your feet up and just let it go, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you can't even get those. Well, if you get them in Germany, they have to be tagged and all that good stuff, but no one
Yeah.
does here, right? The stories and the news stories you hear back in the States, right? Those are those cheap things. They're actually motorcycles that have just put pedals on to make it call it an e-bike, but they're throttle based and they go 45 miles an hour. No, the
Yeah.
German ones are very well regulated to 25 kilometers an hour, I think, for assistance. Now, obviously,
Yeah.
you go pedal faster than that. So it just feels like someone's pushing you along.
Yeah.
That's all it feels like. And again, you could adjust how much of assistance it gives you. So yeah, it's totally cheating. I'm not gonna lie, but you're
That's
still
so funny.
as opposed to being in zone 4, zone 5 with your heart rate pegged at 180, right? Now you can maintain 130, 140 heart rate, but you're still
Yeah.
going uphill, right? And so that's the whole
Yeah.
base of building a good foundation is keeping that zone 2. And so it does it just fine. And again, man, just the ability just to explore without having to worry about
Yeah. Yeah. I was looking at the trails around here earlier and watching some videos on them, and as I was watching them, it's like watching these guys after they go through these loops and right, and they're pedaling uphill, and I'm thinking, dude, I'm like, oh my gosh, and then I hear you talking, I'm like, oh, I can't do it, man, I can't do it. And not that I say I can't do it, it's like I just don't want to spend the money on it, right? I'm sure I
yeah.
would
Yeah.
be more than glad to, it would ride like a champ, right? But I
I'm
just don't
telling
want
you,
to spend the money.
I'm telling you, it's like,
Yeah,
where have you been all my life? And
yeah.
again, there's just that huge disparity between the United States and the rest of the world.
Yeah. I
No su
guess here would
no
be here
surprise.
would yeah, here would be the issue for me, right? It's not I could certainly get one. I can get rid of my mountain bike and get one. But
Right.
then I got my Santa Cruz, my high tower, right? And if I want to ride on a bike that's got the same level of components, right, as the high tower, dude, that's gonna be an expensive bike, right? And I
Yeah.
just like it's like I just don't want to spend 8, 9, $10,000 on a bike. I'm just like, ugh, I just don't
Uh,
want to do it.
hey, I told you, man. Canyon, baby. 4 grand to your door. But I
Uh,
think what Imma do is, like I said, I'm gonna find a used one.
yeah,
And plus, you're also in the States, right? You also have there's also parts where it says no e-bikes allowed on trails.
yeah,
It's because
yeah.
that's just an educational piece. They just don't understand, right? Again, they're thinking the throttle bikes, the Surons, Imma go rip up the trails where it's a pedal assist bike, man.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
it's not a motorcycle. And then with New
Yeah.
Jersey labeling it as motorcycle, who knows?
Yeah. And I think that's a lot of it around here is a lot of these trails, you can't even have e-bikes, right? And,
Yeah. I
so
think it's I think it's silly, but
yeah.
and that was like I said, I was like, "Ah, no, I'll just get in better shape." And again, yeah, there's something to that too. Like I said, I'll never get rid of my regular mountain bike. I'll never stop riding it. But there are days where when it's time to go explore, man, there's nothing like it, man. Because like I said, you could
Yeah.
just like, in theory, I could just take off from the house and ride to the trails. The only reason why I don't, because there's a massive hill and a massive hill. I'm like, "That just looks so terrible to ride." But on the e-bike, I could be like, "Meh."
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, I think I'm gonna have to switch earbuds. My iPad is getting ready to die on me. I should have charged it. Um, I hate to go on intermission real quick, but I think I might have to.
I could cut it.
Um,
I mean, like, yeah, do what you gotta do.
okay. All right, just give me 1 second here.
The beauty of editing. Yeah, I try to put music on. I don't think anyone can even hear that music. Called the, intermission, interlude, baby.
Oh, it just said recording stopped. I guess it's when I unplugged my earbuds. Or did you do that?
No, I didn't do that. It's still recording.
I got a little notice on mine that said recording stopped. All right, I'm back up. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Can't see you.
Okay.
But, oh, now I can.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I did not look at the iPad to see what the battery level was on it. And I was like, oh.
Talk about making sure your stuff is charged, right?
Yeah. 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 That's so funny.
But here's the part. So I was riding in the woods, right? And I see this mountain biker come in, hauling butt down, right? And he comes out
Yeah.
onto it's a fire road, right?
Hmm.
And we meet up, right? And I'm thinking, like, man, I should talk to him. I'm looking at his bike, and his bike is cool. It's obviously some either customized titanium frame or something where he stripped everything clear, but it was really nice, right? And he was huffing and puffing because it was a climb,
Yeah.
and I'm just like just pedaling by, and I'm like, nah,
Yes.
I'm not going to talk to him because I feel guilty that I'm on an e-bike and he's on the regular bike pushing it out and
Yeah.
struggling. Meanwhile, I'm like,
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
you when I see you.
That's so funny.
So,
Yeah.
God,
Yeah. No, but you were talking earlier, right, about how you forgot to charge your gravel bike, right? About the battery. And the same thing on the e-bike, right? And I think so, and this is one of the reasons why I decided to go mechanical on the Surly, right? Because I got the same thing on my other bikes. I got the now I sound bougie, right? So I've
yeah,
got the
I
e
know what you
shifting
got.
on.
I know what you got. Go ahead, tell the audience what you riding. Yeah, you could say you got wireless shift. No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
Mr. Melvin got SRAM red.
I got wireless shifting on the Shimano, not the Shimano. I got wireless shifting on the Moots. I got wireless shifting on the Santa Cruz, right? So I got one that's got SRAM, one is Shimano, right? And then of course on the Surly, I went Campy
Yeah,
mechanical, and so for that very reason, right? Because I just want to get on a bike and go, and it's the bike. Hopefully, when we can link up, that's the bike when we do our bike camping trip. Right, that's the bike that's going to go because I don't want to have to deal with charging a battery. Right, so
and I'll be carrying batteries, baby. Because because man, once you go shifting, man, just to tap it and it just works.
yeah, yeah.
And I was
No,
so
so
go
yeah.
ahead. I was so surprised with how easy the installation was with the brake cables. I thought I was gonna have to like fish for the tube and all that, but my bike set up the internals where it has a routing channel in
Oh,
it.
so it goes
So
right through this.
it
Oh
went
yeah.
right through. I was like, money.
So no fishing for hydraulic lines. I know some of these
Nope.
bikes have the internal tubing right where this goes through,
Yeah.
and you just hope it comes out on the other side.
It took me a nanosecond. It was right through.
Hey, so here's what I didn't ask you. So what kind of gearing did you do? Did you go on your bike?
On the
If
gravel?
you yeah, if you don't know, don't worry. Yeah. One reason why I asked, right? Because I thought about this when I don't know why.
46?
Yeah,
46 on top end? I think. On the back cog.
on the back on the cassette
Yeah.
on
On the
the
cassette, I'm on I think it's 46 is the big one.
okay. Yeah, because on for generally speaking for gravel, right? For gravel bikes, if it's a group set that's set up generally for gravel, right? I mean, it's probably somewhere between mountain biking and road biking, right? The gravel, the
Yeah.
gear ratio,
Yep.
and so you're not going to get like that top end speed, but you certainly can get all the way down to the granny gears where it makes climbing a little easier, right? But you're not on like the flats. You're not going to get that speed like you do on the road bikes. And so it was just a random thought because I realized this after I got it and put it on for the Surly. It's more set up and kind of in between. It's really more of a, I would say, mountain biking gear ratio. So we're not going to go very fast, right? But I can certainly climb all day, and that's just the issue I have with what I got now. That's Santa Cruz is made for cyclocross, right? So it's a lot of up and down climbing, not a lot of flats, not a lot of, top end speed is
Yeah.
low, but on that moots, it's Ultegra essentially is what it is, right? And I can get out there and, I can still do 20, 25 miles an hour and not have any worries, but I'm not going to get that high on the other bikes. I mean, if I'm pushing 17, 18 miles an hour, I'm pedaling as hard as I can. That's all I'm going to get out of that thing.
And it's a one by up front, right?
Yeah, that's the other thing. They're both one.
So, yeah, it's funny because when I was in Korea, since it was strictly pretty much all road, that's why I had to switch out my rear cog to a road style cassette
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
like I said, I wasn't getting that speed and I couldn't keep up with the road. But roadies, we discussed roadies. I'm not gonna. I haven't caved into being a roadie.
Don't do it. Resist the urge, man.
Resist the
Resist.
urge. I'll tell you what, man. We're gonna get old Sergeant Major. Golly, I can't think of it. John. God, I can't think of his last name right now. Martin. Sergeant Major.
Martin,
Man, Sergeant
John
Major
Martin.
Martin. We're gonna get him on here, and he's a diehard roadie.
He is.
He's diehard, but we're gonna get him on here, and we're gonna harass him. So, John, if you're listening, this is your official notification of invite, and you're gonna come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. And he's out there riding around Huntsville. It's like
I
flat.
I know.
I'm pretty sure it's a downhill slope everywhere he goes.
I know. Man, that joker does, what is he does like 100 miles all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah.
Watch this, man. I'm gonna see if he's even online. I'll
That's
call
so
him out.
funny.
But yeah. So, yeah, we're not committing quite the road yet.
Yeah. No, no. I stepped away from that. The road bike I got, it's taken apart. The only thing I have is still the frame. It's just laying. It's just sitting there as a memory of what not to do.
Yeah. I will say, man, if I ever go back to Korea, which I don't foresee that ever happening again,
Yeah.
I would get a road bike. Just because like their culture there is um very road heavy. So if anyone's getting stationed in South Korea, I would highly recommend bringing bring in or getting a road bike because the bike pass there. Although I did, I'll send it to you. Stumbled upon a really cool video on mountain biking in South Korea. It was just released a couple days from Giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really made me. I was like, man, I miss Korea. But anyway, we digress. So yes, I have a gravel cassette now on my bike.
Yeah, yeah. No, that'd be good. I mean, you get some good riding out of it, but yeah, the trade-off is that's how, if you're looking for speed, right? That's the trade-off. But back to what I was saying, right? That's the reason why I went with mechanical instead of yeah, because I'm always scared that I'm gonna forget to charge the battery, but I always make sure it's
Yeah.
got at least a charge on it before I go for a ride. So
Your brakes are mechanical too, right? On the Campy?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, it's like
No, no, no,
flip.
no, no. They're hydraulic. They're all hydraulic.
So you have hydraulic.
Hydraulic brakes. Yeah.
Okay. Is it done? What do you have left? What's left to do on it?
Still, I dropped it off at the shop, right? So
Yeah.
it was pretty much put together. I mean, I had him put the headset in, then I got the fork, right? I cut the fork before that, and the whole cockpit was all put together. I put the seat post on there. I did put the brakes on there, just the calipers. I got the wheels put together because I had to change that out.
Yeah.
But it's easy, right? Just put the free hub, took the free hub off, put the new free hub up, put the cassette on. So it's really just I had him put the bottom bracket in, the crank on, and just tune it up. Because so Campy has these kind of it's weird. You almost need like some special tools for some of this stuff, right? Because the
Yeah.
standard bike
Oh, no
tools
doubt.
don't work on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's the thing about Campy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
specialized. You
yeah,
gotta have the special tools for it, man.
yeah, yeah. But it's gonna be nice when it's all put together. I have a feeling.
Oh yeah. Bougie.
Yeah.
Bougie. Oh, I did put on those pads
Oh,
on
did
the
you
on
you
the
ended up
bars.
finding the ergonomic pads? You ended up
Yeah.
finding they finally came in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I put those on and then I wrap my bars, which
yeah.
they're comfy.
It adds a little
Eh,
cushion in there, right? So
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I didn't tell you I put because I got was it Rick and Morty? Rick and Morty, right? The psychedelic bar tape, and so
Yeah.
I got the cushion stuff underneath the Rick and Morty bar tape on there. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I truly am. And then I think I texted you, "Oh, yeah, now I want a Garmin 1050 to go with it."
Yeah. So did you I know the older ones, right? From a couple of years ago, the 1000 series
Yeah.
did not, I guess it really depends on what you plan on using it for, but they did not load like all trails, like mountain biking trails on the 1000 series. It was like roads only. So if you were getting off a road, it wouldn't load the GPS maps for all those trails on there. Hopefully they fixed that on the,
It should have because my 530, I mean, I know you said all 10 series, but I think Trail Forks integrates with all the, Garmin's. So Trail
okay.
Forks is a separate company, and they're the ones who do, like, all the mountain bike trails, right? And now there's actual they kinda you could select trail for it. It's pretty awesome, actually, because if you select it on your Garmin head, it'll show you the trails that are nearby and give you the rating and all that too,
Yeah.
but I can't imagine that the 1050 would not give you trails.
You have to look it up, man. That thing, I mean, looks really fancy. I mean, it ain't cheap though.
No, it ain't
Ooh, ooh.
cheap. No, hell no, you're right, 100%, it ain't cheap.
Hey, you know what?
But
If
I
you're
would only
going
use
to,
it for the I would use it for the gravel. I would not put that on my mountain bike.
hey, Andre, so here's what I'll tell you, man. If you're gonna do it, you got to go all out. You got to get the power, the power rating
The
pedals.
power meter?
You got to get the power meter. You got to go all out, man, because if you're gonna do it, you got to know what you're doing. You know,
Dude, power meters are so darn expensive. Don't
dude, I'm just a
don't
casual rider.
with the yeah, I know, right? Don't think I haven't contemplated, "Ooh, I need some power pedals," but I'm like, "Man, I ain't racing nobody." But, like, I was like, "Okay, maybe just the Garmin ones because they have the Garmin SPD pedals. If I ride
Yeah,
with SPDs, obviously I don't ride with the road, but they're 600 a pop for
they're
one
still expensive for yeah,
for
yeah,
one pedal,
yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
just like, "Nah, dog. I'll stick to my heart rate, and we'll go from
Yeah.
there."
Yeah. I just look at my watch to see how hard my heart's pumping, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I actually use my Garmin watch. I have a Fenix 7,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I actually broadcast my heart rate
Yeah.
to my head unit.
Really?
So
On which
I have a Garmin 530 right now.
and they talk?
Yeah,
Because I got the same well, I got the Phoenix I got the same thing, the Phoenix, right?
yeah.
Um and
What's your head unit?
I have the 580.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only difference between the two, right, is mine is touchscreen, yours is the button one.
So all you gotta do, yeah, go on settings on your Garmin,
Yeah.
go down to
Yeah.
heart rate, scroll a little bit more, and hit broadcast heart rate, and then boom, it'll broadcast it right to your head unit. And so
Interesting.
that way on your head unit, you can see what zones you're in.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then just select the data fields inside your Garmin. Like I said, man, there's so much I don't think we're even, like, scratching the surface on the
Yeah.
capabilities of the Garmins, and,
Yeah.
yeah, my wife said too, like, "Why do you want this? Don't you have one?" I'm like, "It's not the same.
That's
I have to see it bigger. I'm getting
yeah.
old. I don't wanna keep having to,
Yeah.
I don't ride with glasses."
I don't either, man.
Which is
Well,
like
I do.
sometimes
Yeah.
I'm oh, yeah, sunglasses, but not
Safety glasses. Yeah, but not
but I'm
yeah.
like, "I gotta read this." I'm, looking at things and hey, man, that's what hap yeah.
I've just memorized the buttons, man. I just know
Me
hit it
too.
once, start.
That's the same thing when I'm trying to get the broadcast on my Garmin, I just like, "Well, I know it's this one."
Yeah, it's
And the
so
bad
funny,
thing is,
man.
man, I went to the optometrist and like, "Hey, doc, I wanna get some LASIK surgery because I don't wanna wear these glasses anymore." Right? Doc said he gave me an eye test. He was like, "Hey, chief, your eyes ain't bad, man. You're just getting old. You can't get LASIK for that." I'm like he's like, "'Cause all these are really reading glasses. That's all they
Yeah,
really are."
yeah. You can get those sport inserts, right? And they'll give you the inserts, but then you still got to get glasses, though. That's the bad thing. The
Yeah.
sports glasses, if that's what you
Yeah.
want. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
ordered a pair, but the glasses are still like 150 bucks. I'm like, man, I'm not paying about 150 bucks for some.
I still ride with the Bose sunglasses that are
Okay.
like actual radio or I mean,
Yeah,
hooks up
yeah,
to my phone.
with the little earbuds or whatever in them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ride with those because,
Okay.
like I said, my and you can switch out the lenses for trail or for road. I have different
Yeah.
lenses. They're not the
Yeah.
greatest, but like I said, if I wanna listen to music
Yeah.
Unless, I've been eyeballing those new Meta glasses.
Mm,
I ain't spending that. Have you seen
yeah,
those?
yeah, they're like $300-400 or something, aren't they?
500.
500. I mean, I've seen the commercials, right? Because they aired them during the
Yeah.
Olympics and the Super Bowl, and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Hey, goes back to, I think, what, episode 1 of this podcast? Cycling is expensive. The small things, they don't tell you about
yeah,
sunglasses for
yeah,
$500,
yeah,
head units for $700. Who do
yeah.
they think we are?
Yeah, I just went with those. I mean, I am kind of, I guess, kind of a little bougie in that sense. I did get those cycling glasses, right? Not the square ones, the ones there, but I do have those kind of some cycling glasses kind of wrap around,
Yeah.
but they're nice is they are transition. So
So
when
yeah,
when
yeah,
it's sunny outside, right,
yep,
they tint
yep.
and you can't tell they're tinted, right? When looking through them, you can't tell, but from the outside, you can tell they're tinted. And when I take them off, I'm like, oh, it's sunny out here. So it's those are nice.
So when I first started this whole mountain bike endeavor or this cycling endeavor, I got my wife bought me a pair of those, right?
Yeah.
And they did exactly that transition. Only thing was, like I said, this was 10 years ago, right? Bad thing was hauling ass, right? And in Germany, you hit a tight, dense tree box. They didn't get light fast enough.
Hmm.
So now I go in there and all of a sudden, like, ooh, who turned the lights off? Because
Yeah.
they
It's
were,
so funny.
yeah, but I think now they're like much better. But that is
Yeah.
definitely the way to go. You are correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have clear glasses, right? So I think if I'm going to go out and mountain bike, right, because my mountain bike helmet actually has a visor on it, right? Versus my road
Eh,
biking helmet doesn't have a visor on it. So not that it if the sun's at you know high
yeah.
level, ain't nothing you could do about that. But yeah, when I'm mountain biking, I wear my clear glasses versus when I'm out there on the road, I wear those tinted ones because it does help out.
Hey, that's what, the helmets is what distinguish us road bikers from mountain bikers. It's the visor.
That's
In case you didn't know that. I mean, you should know that, man. That's cycling 101.
yeah, yeah. And there's another $200.
Another $200. That's like so sad, man. I knew my tire was uh low on the e-bike when I was riding, right? But again, I don't have to be efficient because I got the motor helping me anyway. And it's
Yeah.
tubeless, so I know it wasn't gonna pop or anything. But I have a digital pump, one of those. Yeah. No, 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 not pressure gauge, an actual pump.
Okay.
I
Oh,
actually got the
really?
pump. Yeah. I've never used it. So I didn't want to get out there, you know, and put it on and it not work or me screw it up and then I have no air in the tire. So I just left it alone. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, lesson number 4. When you buy new equipment, it's probably a good idea to try it at home first before you actually need it.
Yeah. You just reminded me of something. So I actually got for a Christmas gift, I got one of those little small electronic, little portable bicycle pumps
Yeah.
or tire pump. But
Yeah.
I wonder, does it have a Presta valve on it or
If
like what kind of?
if you just got it, it probably has both.
Now I
So
got
that
to go open it up and check it. I don't
so
know because that would suck.
that's all the rage. You're right. That's all the rage right now, right? Is these little pumps. And I don't know if I like it. Again, I think I just bought the wrong kind. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a big name brand one. I don't know. I got to start bringing props to this room when we start talking. It's really loud, but it is cool because you can set the PSI that you want and it'll pump it. Supposedly, it'll pump it up to it. Again,
Yeah.
I've never tried it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, I guess I should probably try some of the things.
I
Hey,
get
but
another.
that was another $65.
Yeah, I guess another bougie moment, man. That's why I have one of those high pressure, extra heavy duty, right? With the solid wooden oak handle,
Yeah, but you can't take
bike
that
pump.
with you.
I when I load my car up, I take it with me.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna do you no good if you're 20 miles away from your car.
No, no, no. That well, if I get a flat tire while I'm out, then okay, yeah. But I'm saying but before I leave, right? Assuming I don't have a flat tire while I'm out here, dude, that's a whole other thing, right? That's a whole because when it comes to that stuff, I'm horrible about that. I do have one of those little under seat packs, right,
Yeah,
for an emergency,
with a
but only
CO2
on
cartridge.
yeah, with only on one bike. Actually, I think I got two. I got two CO2 cartridges in there, right? But it's only. But once again, if you're riding tubeless, I guess if you get a big enough hole, right, assuming it seals up, if you ride tubeless in the what you call it, what's this stuff called?
Sealant.
The sealant seals it up right before you lose too much air, right? But yeah,
Do you have what do they call it? The little bacon strips, the little punks, the tubeless repair kit. By the look on your
no,
face, I would say no, you don't.
no, I had to think about it. I'm like, no, there's no tubeless repair kit in there.
Yeah. So yeah, something you should probably carry with you because if the hole's too big, the concept, right? Just like they plug a car tire,
Yeah,
right? They have them for bikes.
really.
Yeah, and you just plug it.
Mm,
You haven't seen one of those?
no, and I'm gonna look it up. I gotta look it up now. I just no,
Jeez, you just so
and I'm out there riding by myself
me
too, so
me
it's like,
yeah no meanwhile you're buying campy. Hey, you need to look at your emergency pack there, homie.
dude, that'd be a long walk back if I'm out 10 or 15 miles away. That's a long walk.
Exactly. Oh, I tell you, matter of fact, that's a great segue to not segue for the next episode. We'll lay out what we ride with when we go riding. All right, we'll bring the props to the desk and
Okay,
we'll see what we ride. That's
okay.
so, folks. Be sure you like, subscribe, download from Podbean, not YouTube, yeah, YouTube, and whatever the podcast form is. So you can stay tuned for that show. That'll be our next show. We're going to talk about what we ride with. So maybe we could get Mr. Melvin right so he doesn't be stranded out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look this stuff up now because I don't want to be judged for
No,
what I
no, no,
don't
no,
ride with.
no, 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 no.
It's so funny.
It says everyone go now.
It's so funny.
Nope,
Yeah.
nope.
Uh, mm, yeah,
You have your tech
I
correct
do. Yep.
when you crash, or Veronica could follow you around.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because I have now that I switched back to iPhone, right? So one, it does the live connect, right? So as soon as you hit start,
Yep.
it sends a notification. But the other thing, is like where is my phone or where is my friends, right? So
Yeah.
I'm sure she can see where I am. But yeah, yeah. No, I turned it on, and it's come on a few times where um it's like as soon as it goes off it
Yeah.
gives you that
Yeah.
tone, right?
Whoop,
And it's like
whoop, 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 whoop.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's going off a few times. I'm like, no, don't send the notification.
Yeah. It's a call 911 in 30 seconds. Like, oh. Meanwhile, you just got done with a crash and you're like, don't call 911. I'm okay. You're trying to hurry up and get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great safety feature.
No, it is. Yeah, when they thought of that, that's awesome. Yeah, because it really does, especially if you're riding by yourself,
Yeah.
right? Which I'm sure a
Yeah.
lot of people do. So,
Which I did. Which
yeah,
doesn't work well in Pisgah National Forest, by the way. Because once you get deep in those woods, ain't no cell service. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not riding to many places where there's no cell service, at least not yet. So,
Exactly. At least
um,
not yet.
yeah, yeah,
Oh man. But now I'm just happy, man. It's finally getting riding weather.
yeah.
Finally again.
Mm. We've got like maybe 2 or 3 months of riding weather, and then it's not going to be nice anymore. It's going to be too hot.
Yeah, you don't like hot. I don't like cold. Well, Germany never gets as hot as it gets there anyway. It gets
Yeah,
hot, but not as it's not as humid. I don't think.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm determined. With all the stuff going on, I'm determined to go do some of those rides out out west this summer. So
Yeah,
go check
yeah,
out some of the ski slopes that they convert to mountain biking trails. So
yeah. We gotta go. We gotta hit Bentonville at some point in time in our life.
yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
We got to. I should just. I'm just gonna start taking like 30-day leave block periods. Not that I'm gonna take the whole 30 days, but just catch the Patriot Express to Baltimore.
Let's do it.
Grahamstown's only an hour away.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think we're talking about coming your way, right? You're talking
Yeah.
like we just got to make sure
Either way.
we coordinate. Yeah. So
All
yeah,
right, let's since we're called the Veteran Cycling Network, we'll talk about real quick before we get off here the nonprofit of the week. Like they're gonna get an award. I'm sorry, but anyway, it's a thing called the Therapy Project, and basically they just use mountain biking as a form to help with folks with PTSD. I've actually ridden with them a few times in North Carolina. If you go on their website, there's it says all the chapters, all right, and you can see where they're at. I think like the
yeah.
closest one to you is in Maryland.
Maryland. Yeah, I looked at it earlier when you sent me the website. Yeah,
And so we had a guy in North Carolina who set up the chapter for North Carolina. He was a Dave, former Marine. I gave him a hard time about being a Marine, but
Yeah.
he was a super nice guy. Basically, it's just a bunch of veterans and active duty folks getting together, riding mountain biking and having a beer afterwards or having a taco or whatever. The guy who created so from what I'm gathering is it was a dirt therapy project, was their own nonprofit, but then they got wrapped up into the Veterans Future Foundation. So pretty cool chapter. They're always cool guys. Most mountain bike guys are really cool guys.
Yeah.
They do a bunch of rides. I have a couple of their first jerseys they ever made out. So if you guys want to buy one of the jerseys, support their cause. They're have cool jersey kits out there for sale. What are they? $55, $45, though, not terribly expensive.
Yeah. It's a funny thing. So I'm looking at the chapter in Maryland, and they actually ride here in the local, like here, they're down here riding down by here by me.
Yeah.
So it's although Maryland does have, in my opinion, some of the best mountain biking trails on the East Coast. They have I forgot the name, but it starts with a P.
Yeah,
What's
you
the
got
state
me.
park? Oh gosh, now I'm having a brain fart. Now I gotta look it up.
Peek
It starts.
Peekaboo Peekaboo Park,
Yeah, it's got a weird name, man. But
Pocahontas.
no, not Patuxent. Freaking because Patuxent, Maryland is a Pax River. That's not it.
Yeah.
Hold on. No, I can't remember. It was right on the tip of my tongue too, and I just had it. Now I lost it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They have there's some really nice trails. Yeah. I'm surprised they come all the way down here, considering what they have up there.
Yeah. So, I where it started actually, I started in Texas, and so I believe the guy's name, if I didn't say it right, is, Jonathan. I think he's the actual guy. It's funny because I tried to start this podcast many moons ago too, I think right before COVID hit, and I actually did a little interview and stuff with Dave, and we just sat here and bullshitted about the dirt therapy project, and he explained his whole career and stuff like that. I think he was a rescue swimmer.
Oh, really?
And so yeah, he was one of the few Marine rescue swimmers. There was like a very small population of Marines,
Yeah,
that were actually rescue swimmers, and he was one of those guys. But overall, man, it's cool. Camaraderie, you know the word I'm trying to say. But yeah,
community. Or what are you
community.
trying to say?
I
Yeah,
can't.
that.
Yeah, that. But yeah, so I'll put the link in the show notes. Check them out. The actual website is veteransfuture.org. Um, or you can search up the Dirt Therapy Project. It'll still lead you to the same one as with the first link. If anybody ever wants to ride with them, just reach out. I think they're mostly on Facebook. All their chapters. Here, I'll pick a
Yeah,
random one where it's like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It looks like they all have a Facebook page.
yeah, it's all
So
Facebook page. Michigan, North Carolina. I mean, people look 795 members in the North Carolina one. Wouldn't make sense. North Carolina, Fort Bragg, Fort Pope, for all those.
yeah, Patapsco. That's what it's called. Patapsco Mountain Bike Trails.
Yeah,
Patapsco Park. Yeah,
I ain't never heard of that.
yeah. I'm surprised they come down here, considering they have that state park up there, which got some really nice trails in it.
Yeah. It's funny, I'm looking at the North Carolina one, and those are all the places that I used to ride, all the little places. I guess North Carolina was an awesome place to ride for sure.
Yeah, no,
But
it's got some really nice trails around there.
but Germany's shaping up to be Germany came a long way with trails, because when I first got into mountain biking, it was hard as hell to find trails. But now it seems like no matter what direction I go in 15, 20 minutes, man, I'm on a trail system,
Yeah,
and I'm just like, uh, it's it's starting to blow my mind, like I said. It's turning out to be okay,
yeah.
and till the weather gets crap again, and then be upset and all boohooing.
Dude, I imagine you go south of you, right? I mean, when I say south, way down, like if you like at the northern edge of the Alps, man, I imagine there's got to be all types of. I mean, does Garmisch doesn't have anything down there?
I'm sure they do. Garmin's got mountains, like real
Yeah,
mountains.
real mountains.
But then
Yeah,
again, hey, e-bike.
yeah, I guess if you're doing downhill stuff, right? I mean, you're not doing trails, right? I think that's more downhill type riding, but
Yeah. So I know majority of the ski parks down or yeah, ski parks turn into mountain bike parks. Matter of
yeah,
fact, there's one hour and a half away from here, or northwest actually of here. That's a mountain bike park. So
yeah.
Winterberg, Ventabak,
Oh,
Ventabak.
okay,
I'll check them out.
yeah,
But there's just so much. Because when I was in Hohenfels, we had trails, stuff like that, right? But there was no really trail network that was connected anywhere. But now I come back 10 years later and I see Neumarkt, which is the next big town next to home Fells, I guess, if you wanna call it. They have an entire massive, purpose-built trail system now there. So I'm like, "Wow, that's pretty cool." Not that I'm gonna drive 2.5 hours to get there, but the point is like the trails, the legal trails, put it that way, are becoming more and more popular here, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember Heidelberg had some decent, trails. I don't know if they're still up and running, but they kinda, 'cause, um, Heidelberg kinda sits in the river valley, right? So I
Yeah,
think up both sides, right, they
yeah,
had some nice kind of, trails that were up and down the hills there, but I don't know how they are now, but that was years ago.
I'm sure it probably just got better,
Yeah.
like, straight up, I guarantee you, like, there's probably now a sign and labeling, and there's
Yeah.
it's pretty cool, and they have a bunch of mountain bike clubs.
Yeah.
Germany does
Yeah.
everything as part of a club.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to join the club, but you could join the club. You could be a full-fledged member of the mountain bike clubs. Interesting concept. I wonder if that would do well in the States. Probably would.
Mm.
I guess the American version would be like the IMBA, International Mountain Biking Association or something like that. Nah, because these clubs are more regional.
Yeah. We you that's how the roadies are. The roadies, they're all in clubs. So if you wanna be a
True,
roadie, you can go do that.
true, true. Like our good old friend John Martin, Major Taylor Cycling Club of Huntsville.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's so funny.
We're gonna get on.
He's gonna send you a message now if he sees this.
Oh, yeah, totally. Will you call him? Yeah, I'm calling you out. You go you
It's too funny.
you could bring the hammer.
It's so funny. It's too funny.
Ah. All right, well, folks, we're at about an hour. We're gonna wrap things up. Be sure and stay tuned and like, subscribe, download, give us a review, all that good stuff. Our next episode is gonna be about what do we carry on our rides?
Oh man.
It's
I'm a little
it's go- it's gonna
scared now.
it's gonna be a little show and tell.
Mm.
But as always, my brother, it was good talking to you.
Always is. Always is.
And to the next time, keep the greasy side down.
I'm certainly gonna try. You do the same.
As Ash says, get out, go out and oh, wait, what did I say? Get out and ride your bike, homie.
That's right.
All right, guys.
All right, man.
We'll see you later.
All right. Later.
Peace. Yeah. It's like, how do you stop? Stop it. Stop.